Hello, and welcome to this week's Scrim School ScrimCast. I am your host, Bobby Sox. If this is your first time here, basically what we do is we bring on two teachers of the week. We talk with them about state of the game. We talk with them about metas, counters, trials, Iron Banner, anything that comes up as we go along. It is an open forum. If you have questions of your own, please feel free to type them in chat, and I will try to catch them. If I don't, mods, trusting you to catch them and copy them back to me or yell at me later. Our guest this week, I am super excited about. I've been trying to get on here for a minute. We have CriticalApe, and Austin, Hers, Shining, whatever you want to call them. Both are absolute gamers, and this is going to be a really fun one. Let's get them undeafened and get it popping.
Like all the games we played.
Gentlemen.
Hello?
Welcome in. We are live. We are going to start this off with you two introducing yourselves. Who are you? What makes you tick? What do you enjoy?
Austin, who are you?
I go by Hers, and I love D2.
We have a D2 lover.
I love D2. And
Mr.
I hate the Immortal, bro.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Yeah, my name's CriticalApe, or Connor, and I also love D2. I do trials, carries, and pickups.
See? That's the answer we were looking for.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah.
That's better. All
I'll
right.
second that.
So, I mean, we can dive straight into the nitty-gritty here. Basically, this is just open chat. We're going to sit here and talk about whatever comes to mind. And I think the hottest topic right now over the last week, Immortal Banner. How'd you feel about it?
I'm gonna be real. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
I felt about it.
Not bad.
Me. He falls asleep. No.
For real, though.
That's all I heard, bro, all weekend. Or all week. It was pain. That's my stance on it.
Yeah, it was.
I was really
definitely
expecting
pain.
you to come in swinging with the Zim debate.
Oh no. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay, because I have a story for you.
I'm warming up to the hot topics on Twitter. Don't worry. But if you want to dive into Zim now, we can.
No, we can wait. We can
We
wait.
can fire it right out the gate. Yeah, Iron Banner was a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little concerned on the fact that we have 3 of them this season.
Don't we have
Next
one
week
next
is
week
one,
already?
too.
We
Yeah.
have one next week, and then we have one at the end of the season.
That's really dumb.
I don't know why there's
Granted.
one next week.
Granted,
Yeah.
one of them is going to be Eruption. I don't know if y'all remember playing that game mode, but
Is that the one with the kill streak thing, where like
Yes.
if you go on like a 10, you get like buffs or something?
Yep.
Yeah, you like blow up if you don't kill somebody.
yeah, but
Oh,
you
right.
get like added stat building and supers and like speed buffs, and
Could be fun.
I loved that
Could
game
be
mode
fun.
personally.
I think that's the only one I actually enjoyed playing, because I normally avoid Iron Banner. I don't know. There hasn't been
Mhm.
anything worth it in the pool, really. I played a little bit this week to get that SMG with the... It's like the PvE perk on it.
Destabilizing.
Yeah, that one.
I didn't even know
I
there was
like
one
that.
with PvE
I
perk.
played a lot.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't even know. I got in there, got my Iron Lord, and got out.
I don't think I've ever... Wait, there's a title in Iron Banner? Dude, I haven't even gotten that.
Bro,
Yeah,
I got like
there's a
3
title.
titles, bro. I got Flawless, Riven's Bane, and Glorious. Probably the
Oh, you-
3 easiest to get.
You got me beat. I don't have Riven's
I
Bane.
got you beat.
I have Unbroken and then the Flawless one, and I think that's it.
I don't even know how I have Riven's Bane. I don't remember doing that.
I have Flawless, Glorious, Iron Lord, Unbroken.
Oh, I got Unbroken too. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I have all PvP ones. Shocking. That's crazy
Crazy.
how that works out.
That's crazy.
I refuse, Riley.
Yeah, I don't even know what the last one meant.
He's quoting Monty Python. I know exactly what it is. So Trials this weekend. We know that Trials is coming up. What are your hopes? I mean, we had a pretty gangster first week of Trials. How do you feel it's gonna
burnout
play?
so bad.
I want to be the shotgun, and I want it to be dead close, probably.
Do you think they'll
be fun. I
do?
want
You think they'll do SMG shotgun back to back?
Probably not. Probably gonna be a dead bow. Let's be real here.
Probably.
You know how Bungie is. I wasn't even expecting them to put the SMG first week.
Hold
I
up,
was
it's already been
very surprised.
announced? I don't believe that. I think that's a...
Eternity?
Apparently, it's...
Wait.
According to Chad, it's supposed to be Eternity in the bow.
Wait,
Oh
actually,
god. And I cleared my weekend for that? Fuck.
that's not real. They gotta be like up to some tomfoolery.
That has to be a joke.
CM announced the bow last week, but did they announce Eternity too? Because I haven't seen anything from the official account. So I'm kind of curious about that one. They
Did
just
they
love
do,
it.
like, a
Okay,
mock
okay,
build
okay.
before?
Don't do that. That's terrifying. So apparently it is the bow next week. That's a guarantee.
Okay, but it's
Oh,
not
wow.
Eternity guaranteed?
We don't know.
Okay. I can
So
deal
what
with
map do you hope for to make the bow hunting a little less painful?
that. Burnout.
Burnout.
Necklace.
I want to use my 120, man. Do not want a SMG. Like, the SMG's fun, but I got so bored of that shit after Trials Week.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of first Trials Week, how'd y'all feel about it? I mean,
Connection-based
hold my thoughts.
matchmaking was... the Fire Team one. That
yeah,
one. That
Fire
one was
Team
sick.
based.
Yeah,
I
I like the fire
fantastic
team matching
plan.
a lot because I was just doing duo, and I was just like doing duo carries, so I was just killing with one person. It
Mm-hmm.
was fun.
I think as far as I understand, fire team based matchmaking is the policy going forward, or the matchmaking that we're
Yeah.
gonna have in Trials going forward.
I think it's a
Isn't
good
it
thing.
in comp now, too?
I think so. Yes.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like duo is the easiest. That's
Oh,
how it
well,
was in
absolutely.
Trials.
So y'all were doing Trials carries. Did you run doubles, singles, duo runs total? Like how'd you run through your Trials, and how do you plan on running them this week?
I did like 2 days with Younger, and we just like did carries and non-flaw, and then I did like solo duo carries or whatever, and flop pool. Wasn't even that bad,
No, Floppo was pretty
Honestly.
chill.
especially when you're doing it. It wasn't that bad.
I
got
mean,
a
the
lot done that
population was
weekend. This one,
booming, bro. That's
yeah,
why.
it was fun. It was actually a fun weekend.
I just did a bunch of duos because that shit was so easy.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, the trio, like when we were playing trio and the non-flaw, I think it was harder than duo and flop pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Overall, I thought it was a great weekend. I played a lot of Trials.
Are they taking away? Are they taking away flop pool?
They said they were going to run a lab
Next
without it.
season?
No, mid-season. They said they were going to run a lab this season without it.
Okay, because I thought they announced the two separate. They're still doing like a pools idea from what they said in the that Crucible report thing they posted.
Mhm.
They like mentioned like there's like a beginner pool and then like another pool for everyone else. And I think the beginner pool is just
Yes.
if you haven't gone flawless for the week or whatever.
I was
Or
going to
no,
ask
it was
about
like
that.
if you. Yeah, I don't. They weren't very clear on it. I don't fully understand it.
Yep. I mean, we were talking about it. We talked about it on the last ScrimCast, and it's probably a good thing to touch back on again. The big things were the beginner and the challenger pool were the two. So it eliminates stat farming.
Oh, and Mercy will do two. It forgives 2 losses. I forgot they changed that.
Yeah. So how's your thoughts on those? Like,
I think that's gonna make it a lot more fun to play.
I agree.
I'd make it
Uh,
easier for carries. I feel like.
Did you
don't
read
have to
through
trip
the?
about, like-
Well, it's
I
not
didn't
one
read
and
too
done.
much of it.
Okay, that makes it a little easier. Yeah, basically, a pool for flawed cards and a pool for non-flawed cards is what it sounds like. But it said even if you reset your card, it won't pull you back into the
Into
it
like
won't-
the beginner pool.
exactly. It won't pull you back into the beginner pool. So
Interesting.
I'm curious to see how that plays out. I'm pretty excited to at least give it the old college go. I hope it works well. I hope it gives us a reason to get rid of the flawless pool, honestly. Because
It
flawless
needs
pool
to
is
be
tough.
gone, honestly.
I
I'm just
agree.
stoked to like be able to play on Sunday and not worry about if I went flawless or not, because it won't matter.
Yeah,
Right.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
mind
for me, I don't usually play on the weekends. So like I usually get on around Monday morning, and either all my homies have gone flawless, or I go flawless once, and then I turn on, I jump from D3 to pro leagues.
Right.
That's a pretty hefty hop,
On the Halo grind?
Yeah, basically. I don't know. I'm curious about it. Is there anything else that stood out for y'all for the blog?
I'm trying to think of what else they talked. Did they talk about weapon balancing at all? I don't think they did.
They talked about weapon balancing mid this season.
Oh, but they didn't say specifics, did they?
Well, they did. They said
There's
that Aikilos and Teraba were getting reined in.
Oh, okay. But not the new SMG, because that would be atrocious.
Wait, they're doing Akilos for what?
They're reining in its damage with Really,
Really?
at this point, I feel like they need to rein in just rangefinder. I think that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, they just shouldn't have it be that big of a difference with the SMGs. It bumps it way out of what an SMG should do.
I agreed. And speaking of SMGs, I had a tweet earlier this week where I asked if Bungie was ever going to fix 750 SMGs. Teraba, Aikilos, Immortal. And I had someone say that SMGs, if they get nerfed below 25 meters, they're going to be useless. How do y'all feel about that?
No. Even if they
No.
nerf 750s, people are just gonna use like Shayrus anyways. I feel like
What did Antiope used to be before they
Like-
I don't know.
that's a 600. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But, like,
600s.
that even felt really good before they were new.
Yeah, I think going back to the blog post, chat's saying the same thing. Immortal wasn't mentioned because the blog post came out right before Trials did.
Oh,
Okay.
So they probably didn't know how it was going to play in really, really potent players' hands until, Trials dropped, right?
right.
Right.
That being said, if it's not touched, I'm going to be really, really surprised.
I'd be pretty surprised too, seeing how many people were using that thing. I just got one shot melee, bro. How?
Interesting. You think so? Toucan's saying he thinks that target lock is the issue, not rangefinder. You concur? You disagree? What y'all think?
I mean, target lock's a percentage of the mag, so if they were gonna change the perk, I would just. I don't know, man. It becomes useless if you nerf it anymore, though. That's the thing, because like, an incremental buff.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, like I saw a breakdown on it, right? Target lock gives a 25% buff after 10 rounds.
Right.
So it builds up to the 25% buff after 10 rounds.
But is that a problem? Like, if you're able to get that much of target lock going after they nerf, let's say, rangefinder, isn't that like fine, right? Because you're playing inside your range.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thought too. But according to Twitter,
Like, if you nerf that and rangefinder, then SMGs are useless for real, for real.
Well, you can get target lock on non-SMGs too. You can get target
Yeah,
lock
even
on
on
the new auto
autos and
rifle.
stuff. Like
Yeah, and like
Rufus's.
auto rifles, LMGs and stuff.
Yep. Which is wild because I feel like an auto rifle with target lock would be nuts, right?
I got the raid one.
But
with
it's
it.
like the percentage of the mag, because I was watching someone playing with Rufus's, and it like wasn't that good because it has a much bigger magazine size.
Well,
Yeah.
from what I understood and what the breakdown was from Clarity, it's 25% after 10 bullets, and it continues to build up from there. Or
Okay.
it builds up to 25%, right? So it starts out at an incremental of like 2% per hit. That's why it's so potent on SMGs, but on something that's longer range or longer spread, I feel like it'd be less. I don't know. It was an interesting one. It really stood out to me.
I just would be scared that, like, I don't know, they have a habit of, like, over-tuning stuff really, really, really hard in one direction or the other. Like, something goes from being amazing to being fucking useless. Look at One-Eyed Mask, right? Like, it took forever to get it nerfed, but now it's literally useless.
Yeah, they do that, and then they have other ones that they undertune. Look at No Time,
Yeah.
right? No Time to Explain is still super potent. So, it's kind of a toss-up of how it's going to play out. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out soon. I don't know. Does anyone know the exact date of when
I don't think they gave
mid-season is?
Not sure, bro.
Seasons
I'd
are
love
3
to see
months,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Next season comes out in about 2 months, so probably in a couple weeks.
Okay, so like I'm saying April 20th. April 20th
Yeah.
for the mid-season is for the patch 2 would be really, really fascinating to see how it plays out, because there were a lot of changes coming through. All right, boys.
What
you
about
ready to
the
go
competitive
ahead.
cosmetics?
Yeah, actually, that is
Is that
really
next
good
season
point.
or is that mid-season?
No,
or what
that's
is it?
mid-season as well.
What are they adding
Okay.
exactly? I know it's like an emblem and what else?
There's
So-
a transmat effect too.
Yep. There is an emblem if you hit Adept. And there's supposed to be an emblem if you hit Adept at mid-season and another one in season 21. And it sounds like they're going to do an emblem every season for hitting Adept. On top of that, they will be adding a transmat effect that changes by what rank you are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
It
it's
looked
pretty
really
fly.
sick when I saw it, yeah. But some guy posted a like sneak peek of it on Twitter.
That's a
Yeah.
start. They honestly should add more, but that's a start.
Oh, 100%. I agree. I absolutely agree. But I will take the start all day, right?
All right.
I'll take these little wins all day and let them stack up as we go, especially if they continue it and then pile on top.
Oh, add on to it for sure.
Excuse me. Seems pretty cool.
But definitely
So-
add on
Yeah, I
to it
think
for
the
sure.
big hope is that like it's not just like a one and done, because they tend to like give PvP something and then forget about it for a year.
Mm-hmm. I have a good feeling about this one. I have a good feeling about this mid-season, and I have a good feeling about season 21 especially.
Nice.
I don't know why. It seems like it's that time, right? We're hitting
Yeah.
that time where it's gonna get something.
We are due.
Exactly, we are
Do for
due.
maps.
So, as this is a scrim school, and y'all have played plenty of comp and otherwise,
I'm gonna
what have
buy-
you found that's been strong, and what have you found that counters it?
NF is fun again. I don't know if you've tried NF recently, but I did that last week and it was actually fun as fuck.
I saw someone, Walla, put out a video on it recently.
Yeah. It's actually pretty good.
I can't stand it. I can't stand the recoil change from it being a 180 to a 150 to a 140. It doesn't feel right to me, but
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like how it feels, but it performs well. I don't. It does feel weird to shoot.
yeah, it has the recoil of a 180, but fires like a 150, 140.
I've
I
been
don't
having a
know.
lot of fun using Dire again. I don't know why.
Okay.
And I've been running this like crazy solar build on my warlock. Where I just ignite people and they just blow up.
Oh
That's
wait,
so fun.
Strand has been sick too. I like Loki was not expecting that to be like
Mm.
balanced, I guess, but it feels
Mhm.
pretty fine.
That is a really good point. We've had Strand for a couple weeks now in PvP. How do you think it fits in the current meta? And is it viable in high play? Like high
I
level
think the
scrims,
hunter
things like
one
that.
is.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think the hunter one for sure is. I don't think the Titan ones were pretty good at all. Maybe the Super, but I don't know.
Okay.
The Warlock one is decent. I think Hunter is probably the best.
I don't know, man. I got ran over a couple times by the Warlock Threadling build.
Yeah, the Threadlings. That's like
Holy.
I've run into that too. That's pretty annoying.
I tied like a 4-4 trials game. I won the shot, and I was sitting there, and the Threadling came and blew up on me when the screen was popping up, and it gave me a tie.
Oh,
And I was full
that's
health.
bad.
I was like, are you shitting me, bro? I was like, what is that? So, I don't know. I got to appreciate how Bungie released Stasis. Not Stasis, damn it. Strand. Like, the way that Strand was released was surprisingly balanced, in my opinion.
Even the suspend thing isn't that bad.
Yeah.
That's not. You can
Like
still
I got
kill them.
suspended a bunch in trials, but like they would like if they're weak, you could still win.
Yep. And even the suspension doesn't last that long. Like when it was
Yeah, it's
stasis
like,
and
what,
OG
3 seconds?
stasis, it's less than that. It's like a second and a half.
OG
Yeah.
Stasis was like
Just
that's a
Stasis
different
was
breed.
fucking forever.
Oh yeah, OG stasis.
was
I walked
different
away,
breed.
made a cup of coffee, came back, still frozen.
I just remember the clip of the dude that froze a whole team and then started emoting on them and then killed them with Cloud Strike. I thought that shit was
Mhm.
funny as hell.
I don't know
Yeah,
about that. Maybe. So, we talked about what you like. What have you been facing against a lot in PvP, and what have you found to counter it?
I see a lot of fusions, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't know why though, because like I don't think those have been touched in like seasons, right?
They just always been pretty good.
Yeah. I'll be real, if I see fusions though, I really just like back up and put a hand cannon on it. I saw a
Right.
lot of them on trials weekend and I just didn't go inside. I was living outside.
Those are my kryptonite, dude.
Yeah.
Fusions? Yeah.
Yeah. Like the only way to beat it is like you said, just put a hand cannon on like a wall peak and like bait the shot out. That's probably the
Yeah.
only way to beat it. But obviously, like the thing you've been versing the most is just Peacekeepers Titans. See them
Yep.
everywhere.
Right. And with Peacekeepers Titans, that obviously brings the SMG. And I'm sure one of the hottest topics that everyone wants to know is, what have you found to counter SMGs in this
I
current
just play the
sandbox?
hand cannon game, man. It's
Yeah.
the same game. It's been the same game since the game came out. Like you sit, you peek shot, and you know if they push you, you probably die.
Dirty hand
That's the
cannon
only way.
user.
That's the only way to counter it. Either just put an SMG on and cope, or just play range with a hand cannon in a wall.
Yep.
It's like you said, it's been the same game. It's the only thing you could do.
That's true. What hand cannons are you guys just running? I know, Great, you're running in it lately. Austin,
Round
what are you
robin,
running?
bro.
Round Robin
I
too.
run Hawkmoon and I run Dire. Pretty much.
Okay.
That's only two.
Okay.
Dabble in a little bit of Thorn.
I'm
maybe.
a longtime Thorn enjoyer. I can appreciate that.
That's my most used weapon in Crucible of all time, but I've just enjoying Hawkmoon lately. And maybe some Rose. I don't know.
Right.
I just feel like Dire's better than Rose, in my opinion, maybe. At least the role I have.
Interesting. Okay. I've
Did
been
you
using
just
a
have
lot of
Rosh
Rose.
on it?
That's a hot take on it.
That is a bit of a hot take. I've been using a lot of Rose lately, and I've really enjoyed it.
I don't have a 5 out of 5 row, so that could be why.
Get like
I-
me, dude. I got my vault full of them shits.
I do too, and none of them are a 5 out of 5.
I can give you one. I got like all of them.
It took me a season and a half to get one accurized round.
Dude, I barely do like a character a week, and I have a bunch of good ones. I don't know why.
I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I hate it with a passion. But I love it even as a like 4 out of 5. It's still such a great.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a great hand cannon. It feels
It
good.
feels
The range
nice.
is great, and the lightweight buff is in itself absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it definitely feels nice. Like I feel like it feels nicer than Dire. I just think Dire, I can hit shots easier with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably an argument to be made for the fact that like that gun's been out longer though, so you're probably more used to it. 'Cause it does
True.
have a different
Yeah.
model.
Yeah, this is the only thing I would use. And face it pretty much. I would just use this all the
Right.
time.
Right. So, I remembered one more thing from the blog that we should touch on. Bungie announced that the weapon next season for comp, Rose is leaving, and we're getting a sniper in response.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
What kind of
Nice.
sniper do you hope for, and what roles do you hope to have on it?
snap
Dude, I
opening.
want a OG like, what was Twilight Oath? It was a 140 RPM, right?
It was.
I want a fucking like really good handling 140 RPM.
You.
I want.
I don't know why. I like them. They're fun for quick play.
Yeah, that's weird, bro. 140.
Dude,
No.
I was using a Supremacy yesterday and I had a blast. That shit was so fun.
I want that blue sniper from D1 back. I forget what it's
Oh,
called.
with the scope? Yeah.
The
What is
ambush
it called?
sights.
Yeah, that one. I want
Yep.
that one, but in a legendary
longbow.
form.
That'd be sick.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Was I'm hoping for a sniper with short gaze, either a 90 RPM or a 72 RPM.
Or like a
And,
90. I just prefer the 90s more.
I do like 90s. They're snappy. I'm a big fan of 90s. But I really like 72s because they can one-shot supers.
Yeah.
That in itself
Valid.
is a blast. But I really hope it gives short gaze and snapshot opening.
I'm gonna
That's
make a bold
that's my
prediction.
copium. What you got?
I'm
Turkish
like
rounds.
9. Do we don't have a sniper with keep away on it right now, right?
No, it's a new perk.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna put keep away on the new one?
I would be very surprised if they did. I'm gonna be honest.
That shit would be broken as hell.
Oh
Wait,
god,
let me
yeah.
see what keep away does. Reload
Anything
my
over
hand,
15
yeah.
meters.
Oh, wait
Yeah.
a second.
Anything over 15 meters gets reload, range, and accuracy.
Accuracy.
Keep away an opening shot on the new sniper.
Yeah. Juiced up with a targeting adjuster.
Oh god. That
Like
would be
double opening
gross.
shot, bro.
Yeah, that would be very gross. Speaking of new perks, what do y'all think about it? What's your standouts besides the obvious ones of target lock and keep away?
Wait, you
Any
cut
other
out for a
perks?
sec.
Yeah, you cut out. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, I said speaking of new perks, are there any new perks that stand out besides target lock and keep away, obviously?
It's not a new perk, I guess, but it's like a new addition to a perk. Elemental Capacitor is fucking sick now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like the AE buff with Strand is really cool.
I love that, by the way. That's probably one of my favorites because you can strand whip through into an enemy team and have AE. Like that's sick.
I had it
Float
on their
seems
end Robin
interesting.
for like a little bit, but I don't know. It feels like throwing, not putting kill clip. It sucks that that's in the same slot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure I know what that does for Strand. What does it do?
It just gives you like airborne effectiveness, so you actually have like inner accuracy again.
Oh, yeah, that's actually pretty good, yeah.
Isn't it something wild like plus 50? I think.
I can tell you here. Hold on, let me.
So if I run like a Rose with Elemental Capacitor on a Hunter, and I run like that helmet, I would probably have 100% in air, right?
Probably. Let's
Yeah,
see.
close to it.
After you
Elemental
grapple.
Capacitor is 20. It's plus 20.
Okay, plus 20. So, elemental capacitor with strand gives you plus 20 AE alone. Add it with lucky pants, if you're using obviously a hand cannon, that would push you pretty fucking close to 100, I think.
Right, and you only need above 50 to have like the old school Icarus, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I even think they reeled that back, if I remember right, depending on the weapon.
Did they?
Yeah. So like slug shotguns and snipers got reeled back.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Speed, letters, dodge, and you're at 80 or some shit. Interesting. So it's 30 now base for primaries.
Okay.
So instead of 50, it's 30.
That's a
To
lot
hit.
lower than I thought it was then. Okay.
So that'd be
Oh, you
easy
only
to
need
hit.
30, what?
Yeah, that'd be easy to hit. That's
Yeah.
it's good stuff, actually. I'm digging it.
Hold on, let's see.
Rolling back to the Twitter posts because I have a lot of fun on this godforsaken app.
I see it every day.
Dude, I have so much fun on it, you have no idea. So I had a post today, and I wanted to get y'all's opinions on this. I said the fastest way for Bungie to boost PvP population to astronomical numbers is to put crafted weapons in the loot pool that are good in both PvE and PvP. Would that work or would it not, and why?
I think there's like
It
no
would
chance that fails, right? Remember Recluse? Like,
Yeah, there's no chance that fails. That would work.
Yeah,
Even,
I'm thinking even further than Recluse, like actual like 5 crafted weapons, you know, kind of like
Yeah.
what we do with, kind of like what we have on Neomuna, right? We had a couple really good PvP weapons with the fusion and the auto rifle, the fusion and the strand cannon.
yep.
And then we have some really good PvE weapons, again, with the fusion, the auto rifle, and, what was the other one? The, tracer rifle, right?
I think you'll avoid, like, I don't know if, maybe I'm just, like, dumb, but, like, I remember when Recluse was a thing, like, the complaint was that, like, you had to get to a certain glory, so people were mad because, like, not everyone could get it or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
like, I think that kind of solves that, right? Because if it's just, like, a random drop, then it's just playtime. It's
Mhm.
not, like, skill level. So you're still populating a playlist, but you're not making someone feel like shit, right?
they can make all the weapons craftable.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't see a problem with that.
I mean, if they put like 5 weapons in there that were good for both PvE and PvP, and you got it just from playing, it doesn't have to be anything crazy either, right? It doesn't have to be like, get this many trial wins to earn a chance at RNG at a red border. No.
Yeah,
I mean,
just make them drop after
legitimately,
the
like,
game.
Yeah, exactly. Drop after the game with a chance of a red border drop. I mean, people could hate it. I understand that. But I've played more PvE than I would ever like to get weapons for PvP. I
Yeah,
feel
my
like
first
it'd be
week
okay.
of this DLC, I played straight PvE. Like,
Yeah,
I don't do
exactly.
I'm still playing PV.
Same.
Still been playing it.
I logged in this morning to try and get fucking round robin. Like, it's there. I want it. Go flawless for a craftable trials weapon? That'd be sick. I'd back that.
Crit's making me want to get that.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
kinda.
round robin?
It's gross.
Yeah,
Dude, it's really good, man.
I have 4 out of 5. I just need to get one.
Speaking of that, Kiro, will you ban round robin from scrims, please?
Why, man?
Snap ruined it for everyone. You can be mad
My
at
shit's
Snap
already
later.
level 87, man.
And those of you listening to this on the podcast platforms or on YouTube later, if you want to know why round robin is banned, Snap abused it. It's gone. And that's how everything
Wait,
works.
what did he do?
He was two-tapping everyone.
Oh, the kill clip.
Oh.
I would
Yeah.
say ban.
Do you
kill
want me
clip
to
on
take
it.
kill clip off? I can go take it off real quick.
I would I would say maybe no kill clip on it, but I don't know.
I mean, no kill clip would probably be fine, but I'm pretty sure he was also stacking, like,
Oh, did
mods
he
to
have the
build into it.
fucking, like, surges on and stuff? 'Cause
Probably.
That's some bullshit right there.
Surges,
Probably.
Imp Rift.
No.
because I do allow a 120.
Yeah.
Round robin, on the other hand, is not just a 120.
So do I need to go recraft this real quick or no?
Yes, if you
No, I
want to
don't-
use
I
it
don't-
in
oh,
scrims.
Okay, I'm gonna go recraft it real quick then.
No, it's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to. Don't spend your mats. It's okay. Well, it's not in the rule set tonight. It'll be in the rule set for next round. How's that?
Okay, sick. We're safe.
And I mean, we talked pretty heavily on crafted weapons. I would love to see more crafted weapons in PvP, like a reason for people to load the playlist up. Whether or not they enjoy it, I played 34 hours of dares,
Yeah.
121
I mean, just
dares
think back
runs.
to spare too, right? Like I think I did literally a week of 10-hour streams
Mhm.
when you could farm the reckoning for spare. I did a stupid amount of reckoning in 1 week.
Yeah.
And that drop rate was insanely low for that thing, bro.
Yeah, it literally took me like I think 60 or 70 hours to get a decent one, and it still wasn't perfect.
I never got a decent one. I hate spare with a passion because of it.
I got a really good one.
Yeah, I saw it the other day. It made me sad. I deleted mine.
My
Did
RNG
you
is
delete
so
yours?
bad.
I deleted it for a Twitter clip.
Damn.
Damn.
Someone was like, I don't know.
You
I don't
got
even
one
remember
likes.
why. I was
Tough.
stupid.
Yeah, that was stupid. Tough. So I think it would work well. Now do we get into the nitty gritty?
Yeah, I'm ready. I have a plan, Bobby.
Let's dive
Let's hear the
into
story.
the hot topic of the week on the Bird app, off the Bird app, on the YouTube, off the YouTube, on the Twitch. Cronus, Zim, and Resnow. What are your thoughts?
I have a question off rip. What the fuck is a Resnow? I only know what a Cronus
It's like a
is.
Zim.
Yeah, it's like a Zim.
Oh, is it
but
like the same thing?
I don't want to say
It's
better
like
because I don't want people to go look it up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do
Wait,
it.
what is the
Yeah,
name
I'll
again?
ask for a
Oh,
link
imagine.
later because I'm curious.
I'm gonna ask for a link right now.
It's called Resnow. REA.
Resnow.
I just ordered one.
Bet.
Imagine.
Sold. He's about to be a demon. But
Yo, what the? Where's
I'm
the
cutting
buy?
that out of
Hold
this.
on.
Cut it out. Cut it
Oh, I
out.
can buy this shit on Amazon? Yo.
I'm cutting this like the last 30 seconds out.
Something controller.
No, you're gonna have to cut this whole story out then, because I have a plan, Bobby.
Oh god. I mean, to be fair though, as of right now, Bungie has not said flat out that it is bannable.
They've encouraged it. They literally went forward and said they won't ban it because of accessibility.
That was
I think-
so long
Yeah.
ago though. Like
Right, but it was still an issue back then.
that was D1.
Right. Yeah.
If you look
Oh,
at
they
the
said it in
timestamp on
D2
it,
too.
did they? Because I haven't seen
Yeah.
all the posts that I've seen that talk about it as an accessibility were like 8 years ago. I haven't seen any of the
Let me
newest
see if I can
ones.
find it.
I thought like a manager at Bungie uses a Zim. Or did I hear
Yeah,
that wrong?
March 16th, 2022.
Oh, wait, that's like 2 weeks ago.
Wait, send me that tweet.
Hold on. No, okay, so I'm scrolling through this video. I'm trying to find like where this actual post is. Hold on. Okay, so this video is new, but they're pulling from a tweet from January 23rd of either this year or last year. And it's Hippie, one of those CMs, and she said,
Yeah,
hello,
okay.
I can definitely understand the frustration for sure, but with consoles allowing for MNK support and player choice, there's no real way to dictate that without telling people how to play. I have to play with MNK because I have MS and can't feel my hands. It's accessible.
Sure. And I understand that from a medical perspective, right?
That's what I remember.
I have 2 friends that actually have medical disabilities that have to use it on console because they can't afford a PC or a good enough PC to play. But they're also not 2.5s running it, right?
Right, but like, I don't think there's a way to draw a line in the sand there that says like, hey, if you're using this and you're above this, then you're not allowed to use this.
True.
It's like one or the other.
True. So what's your thoughts on it? How do you feel could combat it, and how do you feel about it as in general?
I heard someone arguing saying you can't detect them, and I think that's bullshit. Because Siege detects them, like 7 other games fucking detect that shit.
Yeah, Siege detects and adds late input latency.
Yeah, it literally just stacks input latency the more you play with it.
But I was reading over that, and the way that it's described is Siege detects MNK input on console.
Yeah, there's another way to
Yeah.
detect it though too. So I was reading a post on it, and if the way that some of them work, I'm not gonna say Cronus or Zim or whatever because I don't know which one does what. But one of the 3 will like basically give you, you know how you can like jitter aim in Apex Legends, like you just move your mouse a bunch,
Yep.
like left and right. So one of
that's
them
like
basically
Chronos.
does that for you automatically, and some of the games detect that kind of movement.
Yep. Yeah, that's Cronus specifically.
Yeah.
Cronus does the anti-jitter, recoil.
Recoil, all that.
Yeah. Because, like, that's clearly not a human movement. Like, you can do it, but you're not going to do it 24/7.
Right.
Unless you want carpal tunnel.
Doesn't Siege use the same anti-cheat as Bungie?
No, so
Uh,
Siege uses what's called rat trap or mouse trap is what they call it.
Oh, okay.
So that's what Siege uses is called mouse trap, and that's what they're using to detect. Bungie uses not easy anti-cheat, Battle Eye. I don't know what
Isn't it
Fortnite
the-
uses. Fortnite uses
They use easy anti-cheat.
Battle. Do
Who
they?
uses Battle
They have
Eye?
2.
I'm trying to remember who you like besides
pretty sure-
Bungie.
I think Fortnite has 2 anti-cheats.
Yeah,
I think they might have Battle Eye too. Honestly,
yeah. Because they bought it from someone. I remember.
Arc
when they
and
announced
Rust. Got it. Okay, thank you, Toucan. So, Arc and Rust both use Battle Eye as well.
Interesting.
I don't know if Battle
Best.
Icon can support it. I don't know. I just know from my personal experience, I would classify it as cheating if you use it on PC. And I feel for my console homies, but until there's M&K support on console, I feel like it needs to be an option. I know that's kind of a hot take.
I mean, that part makes sense, I guess. There's an argument there. But, like, the whole PC thing, it's like there's literally zero reason for it. If you want to play M&K, you can. If you want to play controller, you can.
Right. And most people are just using it to get an advantage, not because they need to, I feel like.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of the thing. And I've seen a lot of arguments back and forth about how picking up a Zim won't jump you from a 0.6 to a 2.0. How do you feel about that?
I definitely think you're gonna get way better than a 0.6 though. Maybe it doesn't get you to a 2, but I don't know. Just having aim assist on a mouse and keyboard just sounds so OP. I wouldn't know, but
I mean, there is
going
aim assist on it.
There's
no, but
bullet
like controller aim
magnetism, but
assist.
there's...
I mean,
Yeah, there's a difference, right? Because like now you get back into the whole like bullet magnetism versus aim assist thing.
Right.
Controller has both, right? It has bullet
Right.
magnetism and aim assist versus M&K just has the bullet magnetism.
yeah, and I feel like I can just pick up a controller right now and just be really good with it. Just picking up a controller, and I haven't played in like 4 years.
You should try. That would actually be some content.
I tried it with the Trials SMG
I've already
after I got
tried
it, and
it.
it was
No,
actually stupid. Like, I was very shocked with how easy that thing was to use on a controller.
Yeah, I fried with it. I play Apex a lot too, and I swap between controller, mouse, and key.
Okay. Okay, so you're familiar. Because I know somebody else said that before. I want to say it was... Who was it? It was Lanza, I think? Maybe someone else. Maybe Boy or Walla. And they did it for like a video or something. They were like testing out a controller to see how easy it is. And they got ran over like repeatedly. They're like, okay, maybe the movement's not there. Right, the aiming's there, the aim assist is there.
It depends on how
but
you
the
play it, I think, because if you go, like, I don't know, if you're an M&K player and you pick up a controller and try to play it like how you play on M&K, obviously there's a learning curve there and you're not going to be able to do it. But I was playing like a fucking degenerate and I was just waiting for people to peek me. So I was just sitting in the freezing spot.
That's exactly what I was doing. I was waiting for people and just playing slow with the controller.
So you played to the input strengths. Got it.
Yeah.
You played to the input strengths. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
It's just a very different way of playing. You know.
I think I sniped with Last Word, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's terrible.
And this was a while ago, like when that was like the actual meta. Yeah, that was a while ago.
That's terrible.
Gosh, you gotta do what you gotta do.
True.
Thanks. I'm watching you play with an SMG right now on Bobby's stream, and it's honestly depressing.
I'm looking at it too.
I also watched you die to a Threadling, which is pretty funny. Because we were talking about that earlier. Yeah. Yeah, you had like a Threadling swarm blow up on you.
I'm just not used to them. Like I'm not used to like you can shoot them. I just try to like jump over them, and it doesn't work. It just like tracks you.
They jump.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that, but they actually jump in the air.
Worms, bro.
Yeah, for real. It's pretty tight. I'm trying to think if we have any last minutes. We covered Iron Banner. We covered the... You guys never shared your opinions on the Zim versus Cronus versus debate.
I didn't even know.
Real. I don't think any of them have like any place really. Aside from console, and like console is slowly adding support for M&K, and it's becoming very easy to use it there. So like,
you can go to Walmart and just buy a Kronos, like literally right there.
Yeah, it's in the case. I've seen it.
You can literally just go and buy one.
I almost ordered one yesterday because I want to try it. I've never like experienced it. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what it's like. I don't know. And I was like contemplating doing it.
Fall that
I was like,
far
this would be a
into
funny ass
degeneracy?
video, dude. I was like, what if I just played a Trials weekend with a Zim, and then I made a video about it? But then I feel like that's a terrible idea because Destiny community is Destiny, and I'll get fried.
Oh, for sure. But there's a
you
couple
probably
of...
would just get fried.
You know what, though? There's a couple of content creators that I'm not going to mention names because one of them has caught the hammer. That's talked about how they've used it before and how it didn't feel right
Oh, I
as
know
an
who you're
MK
talking about.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know too.
But I think the problem is the big thing with Zim, right, is it's still tied to controller input and controller turn and look speeds and controller movement. It's a controller.
Right, so there's a max
emulator.
turn speed.
Exactly. Whereas Cronus, on the other hand, is fucking stupid all the way around.
Wait,
You
does
know what I
Cronus
mean?
have that limitation?
No.
No, it just gives you like.
Wait, are you
gives like,
serious?
all these buffs.
Yes.
It's just on controller. Cronus is on controller, not mouse and key.
Okay, because I've spent this whole fucking week trying to read through all this stuff and like decipher what does what. Because I wanted to try it, but I've like heard people say that one is like legitimately hard cheating and the other one's like iffy. You know?
It depends on who you
Yeah.
ask and who's trying to defend it. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. But like, I didn't realize one of them didn't have that limitation. I thought they all had that.
There was a clip
I
that
think
was
more.
posted
Yeah.
with Cronus specifically, where you turn Cronus on, and it completely eliminates recoil. And you can
I saw
adjust.
someone using that in Apex. Yeah.
Yeah, you can adjust your aim
Right.
assist stats. So there's an aim assist slider where you can slide your aim assist up.
Is that the one with the scripts where that
Yes.
individual that we were speaking of earlier may have posted the script?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
that
I
one.
know what we're talking about now. Okay.
Yep.
I bookmarked that, by the way.
I did too.
I hate you both so much. It looks like we're scrubbing this entire ScrimCast. No, I'm kidding. We
I
keep
was
this shit
hoping
up.
that shit in Discords too, man.
We keep this shit up. Students, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. We are rolling up close to the Scrim portion of the ScrimCast. This is your chance to jump in and play with the guests of the week. Hopefully we have some questions.
I have a question for Toucan. I
Hit
just
it.
want to know what he ate for dinner, because this motherfucker eats chicken and rice like every day.
MZ shredded.
Yeah, dude, he's ripped. Sheesh.
I did that shit. It was not fun.
He makes thirst traps on TikTok. Ask him about them.
That is a brilliant question, Gavin. Thank you. What are your best recommendations to get better on M&K?
I would probably aim train. Start off doing Kovacs routines. Maybe
Okay.
30 minutes a day.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a lot of it comes down to like muscle memory for sure.
Yeah, and then I was gonna say, if you have any friends, just run private matches with them every day. I guarantee, like, if you just put time in, you'll improve.
That's what Hers and I did last night. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I think
That's
like,
what I did to get pretty good at this game. I played a lot of private matches. That helped a lot.
I think a lot of people underestimate like game sense too, because like Destiny 2 isn't really like an aim game. Like, I mean, you can make it kind of, but like it's very forgiving.
It's a lot of game sense and a lot of like.
Yeah, it's
knowing.
like a mental battle more than anything.
Big thing in this game is just like knowing where someone's gonna be. Also,
Yep.
that's a big thing in this game.
Map awareness, and I'm going to throw in my own of this one. Target centering.
Yeah.
Understanding where the head's going to be and keeping your reticle centered to your screen will help you out immensely. Ooh, I like that one. I see Lycans watching the stream. What do you think of redesigning Dead Cliffs to remove the A side spawn trap and better allowing B zones access from A without exposing yourself to C?
I don't know how they would do that without basically not making it dead close though.
Well, that was something that they talked about in the PvP blog. Is they're gonna start messing with spawns and map designs.
Do you remember what happened the last time they did that?
Yes.
Yeah, the last time they did that, it was either 7th Column Simulator or it was annoying as fuck.
Oh! One more thing. We have a map coming back next season. Meltdown.
Is that the Mars one?
Meltdown.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the one with the inside room, and then it's got like that long lane with the tower on
Dude.
the outside. And
Oh,
That's
okay.
where I got my first 7th Column with Golden Gun. I remember that map.
Yeah, that map.
how do you feel about it? Do you think it's gonna play well in these
I fucking love that
in
map.
these metas?
It's a pretty fun map. It's a pretty. I think it's gonna be SMG centric, unless you play maybe like outside.
I do think there's a lot of coverage outside, though. I think that helps a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, until you get into that back right spawn area, because there's like the stairs and then the heavy spawns on that wall or whatever. Like that area
Right.
is pretty wide open.
Yeah, right.
It's the
Didn't they
Braytech
announce 2
facilities
other
one.
maps too?
We are supposed to get a new map and another returning map. The other returning map is supposed to be Cathedral.
Dude, if
But-
the new map is like
Cathedral.
Neomuna city vibes, that'd be sick.
That'd be so
I
sick.
want Asylum back from D1.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember that map?
Hold on, I gotta Google that one. I can't.
Let me
remember what it
touch
was.
on that one. It's the tiny fucking map.
I love that map.
I don't, and y'all in chat can feel free to flame me.
Oh, I remember this map.
I don't think it'll play well in D2.
Maybe not in this meta.
In general, with our FOV and our movement, we're so much faster in D2 than we
There's
were
a
in
lot
D1.
of
Right.
cover on this map, though.
There's a ton, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's a-
cover on
there's
X
just-
Blue,
there's a
and
lot of
how
stuff.
does that play?
Not very well.
Not
Right.
very well right now.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually hate that map now you bring it up. I think that map was good. Yeah. What about like the huge maps they had in D1?
Oh wait, we're getting back that the Dreaming City one too.
Yeah, Cathedral. But they also said they're
Yeah.
going to adjust Cathedral and potentially pull in the spawn points so that it feels
'cause
slightly
that map
tighter.
was like way too long.
Another map I liked in D1, I think that I went back. Was like the Drifter, had like the orb in it, and you were like, I can't remember. I think it was like in space or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on.
How do you think that would play?
S1 PvP maps. Let's see.
Was that a PV D1 map?
Yeah, it was.
Interesting.
Was it in vanilla or was it added in an expansion?
I'm not sure, but I can post a picture. of it.
Oh
just
wait,
looked
I
it
know
up.
the one you're talking about, and it had the little suspended thing with heavy that spawned on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I put it in general so Bobby can know what we're talking about. That
Check.
one.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I was a big fan of that map.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
I like
wasn't a
Asylum
huge-
in that map.
I wasn't
Those are
a
just
huge
my
fan of
maps.
that map because of the outside lane that you could run through.
Oh. I
Interesting.
feel like it might play well in D2.
Maybe. Yeah, that map was mid-sized, so I think it would actually play pretty well. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that.
There's a lot of cover, but there's also a lot of like open space for movement and stuff.
Right. I would agree with that one. I don't know. I think one of my favorite maps that I would love to see coming back is Dungeon. That was the Dreadnought map.
I have to
I
Google
think I
this
think I know what you're talking about. It has like the hole in the middle or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And then it had that one long lane on the right side.
Yep. I know
And then
exactly
the
what
other
you're
side
talking
was
about.
like a perfect round with a hole to drop down in and come back out of.
Oh,
exactly
okay. I'm
what
looking
you're
at a picture. I remember this one too.
I loved that map personally. Because you could slide right and have a nice snipe lane or whatever, and then you could go left and you have kind of close range tight play. I think that one would play well, but I don't know. What do y'all think?
I think the issue with a lot of these maps is like in D1 there weren't as many roaming supers if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
right? So like even
Yeah, there wasn't.
Striker was a one shot, right? Like you just popped it and you
You
got the
just one
slam and that was
slam.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One sled.
Versus like now it's not like that. Like 90% of them are roaming. So like you kind of get just shit on by supers and like a bunch of weird stuff if
Mhm.
they keep them true to how they were.
I agree.
Like it's hard to transition that because they were designed with a completely different like system.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Indeed.
I agree. Chat, do we have any last minute questions? Otherwise, we are going to jump into the scrim portion. The way this works is we pull people in from chat. We pull 3 people in. We split you up between the 2 guests of the week, and they play against each other. We run 1 game with an instructor on each team, and then the instructors flip teams, and then we run it back. Makes sense so far? If you
Woohoo.
would like to join, be in the Discord, hop into the Scrim waiting room, and we will pull people in. Yes, please, Snap, just to get it to kick off.
Hers, why do you have a 9.7 KD? What are you doing?
He picked up that Zim early.
Yeah, I was about to say this man got efficient.
All right, if we don't have any other questions, we're going to jump into the Scrim portion. Make sure to be in the Scrim waiting so that I can see. We need 3 people in there ASAP. And gentlemen, we are going to switch over to a Be Right Back. You guys can go use the restroom, grab a drink of water, and we'll get it popping.
Good looks.
I'm gonna get some water then. Be right back.
Same.